The rain tapped softly against the window, a rhythmic patter that mirrored the unease in my chest. I sat on the edge of the couch, my hands trembling as I clutched the tissue. The words I had rehearsed 100 times were now stuck in my throat. Across from me, Alex sat calmly, his expression unreadable. His silence was worse than any outburst I had imagined. I had cheated. There was no sugarcoating it, no way to soften the blow. It had been a moment of weakness, a stupid decision fueled by too much wine and the flattery of someone who wasn't him. It meant nothing, but that didn't matter. I had betrayed the person I loved most, and now I had to face the consequences. Alex, I began, my voice barely above a whisper. I need to tell you something. He didn't move, didn't speak. His dark eyes stayed fixed on me, steady and piercing. I felt like he could see straight through me, like he already knew what I was about to say. I made a mistake. I continued, tears welling up in my eyes. I cheated on you. It was one time, and it didn't mean anything, but I know that doesn't excuse it. I'm so sorry, Alex. I never wanted to hurt you. There, I had said it. The words hung in the air like a storm cloud, heavy and suffocating. I braced myself for the explosion, the yelling, the crying, the accusations. I deserved it. I deserved all of it. But Alex didn't yell. He didn't cry. He didn't even flinch. Instead, he leaned back in his chair, his gaze never leaving mine. The silence stretched on, each second feeling like an eternity. Finally, he spoke, his voice calm and measured, devoid of any emotion. I hope it was worth it. That was it. No anger, no tears, no questions. Just 5 words, delivered so quietly they barely registered at first. But as they sank in, they hit me like a punch to the gut. I hope it was worth it. The simplicity of it was devastating. It wasn't a threat, wasn't a plea. It was a statement, cold and final. In that moment, I realized he wasn't going to fight for me, wasn't going to give me the chance to explain or beg for forgiveness. He was done, and he wanted me to know that I had destroyed something irreplaceable. I opened my mouth to respond, to say something, anything, but no words came out. What could I possibly say? That it wasn't worth it? That I regretted it more than anything? He already knew that, and it didn't matter. Alex stood up, his movements slow and deliberate. He grabbed his coat from the hook by the door and slipped it on, his back to me. I wanted to reach out, to stop him, to make him stay. But I couldn't move. I just sat there, frozen, as he opened the door and stepped out into the rain. The door clicked shut behind him, and I was alone. The weight of what I had done settled over me, crushing and inescapable. I replayed his words in my mind over and over, each time feeling the sting anew. I hope it was worth it. It wasn't. It never could be. But it was too late. Alex was gone, and I had no one to blame but myself. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months, but his words never left me. They haunted me, a constant reminder of the trust one had broken and the love I had lost. I tried to move on, to convince myself that I could learn from my mistake and become a better person. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't escape the guilt, the regret, the knowledge that I had thrown away something precious for a moment of selfishness. Years later, I still think about Alex, about the calm in his voice and the finality in his words. I wonder if he ever thinks about me, if he ever wonders what might have been. But deep down, I know the answer. He moved on, just like he said he would. And I was left to live with the consequences of my actions, a prisoner of my own regret. I hope it was worth it. It wasn't. And I'll spend the rest of my life wishing I could take it back.